So this next one is another solve and check for extraneous. Now this one is the square root of 3x plus 4, all of it under that square root sign, equals x. Now, luckily the radical is already isolated, so we just have to go ahead and get rid of it by squaring both sides. Remember, squares and square roots kill each other off. So 3x plus 4 equals, there is no good way to square x, so we're just going to leave it as x squared. Now, if you're getting chills down the back of your spine, that's good. You should be. Anytime we have an x squared and a regular x, we've got to solve this by factoring. Now, before we solve it by factoring, we've got to jump ship. Everything's got to go to this side where the x squared is. So I'm going to minus 3x from both sides, and I'm going to minus 4 from both sides. I'm just doing them both in one line so that we can save a little bit of space. So I get 0 equals, none of them are like terms, so x squared minus 3x minus 4. So we're just going to solve this like normal by factoring. So pitchfork, again, I trust that you guys are super good at factoring, and we get x minus 1, or I'm sorry, x plus 1, x minus 4. I'm skipping the factoring steps because I've done them in other videos, and I trust that you guys are good at factoring. So now don't forget, we're solving. I want x equals, not parentheses. So set each of them independently equal to 0. We get our solutions as x equals -1 and x equals +4. Now don't forget, we still have to check if they're extraneous. It could be the case that they both work, that neither of them work, or that one works and one doesn't. So you have to check all of them. So let's do one of them in green. So I'll do -1 in green. Remember, you're going to go back up before you change anything. So this is the square root of 3x plus 4 equals x. Remember that on the paper, nothing was squared. So I'm plugging in -1 for x. So the square root of 3 times -1 plus 4. And we're seeing if it equals -1, because -1 was x. So I've got the square root 3 times -1, so -3 plus 4. We're seeing if that is -1. Well, -3 plus 4, so this says the square root of 1 is -1. Now that's not true. The square root of 1 is +1, and this is a frowny face kind of situation. So this guy is extraneous. It did not work. So let's take it over here. I'll do this next one in blue. Let's plug in 4 and see if that works. We're going to plug it into the same guy. So the square root of 3 times 4 plus 4, all of it being under that square root, and we're seeing if it equals 4, right? We're seeing if it equals x, and x is 4. So this is the square root of 12 plus 4 equals 4, or in other words, the square root of 16 is 4. Well, that is true. The square root of 16 is 4. This is a happy face kind of scenario. So the only solution is x equals 4.